So this is one of my Fatsia clumps. And Fatsias are kind of considered a staple of the kind of tropical looking or tropical style garden, especially here in the Pacific Northwest. You know, big green glossy leaves. These things I think are hardy into zone 7, but what I wanted to talk about is, which I don't think most people mention, but they always take damage. I don't know why. In the late winter, this is from that cold weather we had, and it wasn't even that cold. Look how crappy these things look. Now they'll grow out of it, but I hate seeing this every winter. And then usually you get the same in the summer when it gets hot. You want to put these in kind of a part shade to shade, because in that setting what you'll get is the leaves will be bigger and they'll be a darker green, whereas when you put them in the sun they tend to be smaller and more yellow. These ones originally were in deep shade, no longer. But the cold damage, yes, they're very hardy plants, yes, they'll grow out of it, but you have to look at this every year. I don't think there's been a year where I haven't had some sort of cold damage. You can kind of see the ones up here, and I mean the coldest we got was, I mean, my thermometer said 23 for about half an hour, but we'll call it 24. And we had 2 days where we only got to 30 degrees, but you can see the damage, the dark discoloration. So I usually just, you know, it's not going to repair itself, so if you don't like it you got to cut it out. And the good thing about Fatsias, at least, is that they do regenerate pretty quickly. You can pretty much cut them off anywhere and they will regrow. You can cut the top off and stick it in a pot and it will regrow. So, but this is just what I see every year, both in summer and winter. So you kind of have these windows of where they really look good. I don't know how to prevent this. I think this one over here is probably exhibiting the same. Not as bad, but just a little disappointing for such a cool looking plant. Anyway, down here the older fronds are starting to die off, so what will happen is you can trim this back. It also sends up new suckers. You can trim it back and it'll resprout from where we cut it to, and then you can see like there's some smaller ones. I have a neighbor that has an absolutely massive one. It's bigger than, I couldn't even tell you how big it is. But there you go. This is what you can expect Fatsias to look like after winter.